In late 1976, after moving to Georgia to take over his uncle's liquor distribution business, New England transplant James "Jim" Sullivan walked into a high-end clothing boutique in an Atlanta mall, where he met Atlanta socialite Lita McClinton, a store employee who hailed from an affluent black background. After a whirlwind romance, the pair married the same year, and the couple moved to Macon, where Jim soon inherits the company following his uncle's unexpected death. Lita helps her new husband assimilate into high society, helping him with his wardrobe and teaching him the fine points of Southern etiquette. But the marriage falls apart after nearly a decade of Lita putting up with Jim's alleged infidelities and controlling behavior, like jotting down her every expense and deducting it from a weekly allowance, or constant denials that he was having extramarital affairs. On January 18, 1987, Lita was supposed to head to divorce court in Atlanta, where a judge would decide if her prenuptial agreement with her estranged husband was binding. But that morning, a man delivering a dozen roses knocked on the door of her townhouse and shot Lita in the head. She was pronounced dead when she was transported to the hospital. The killer got away. Lita's murder rocked the city's black community. Homicide investigators suspected Jim was somehow involved in his wife's demise, even though he was living in Palm Beach, Florida at the time. He had a simple motive: protecting his assets. Yet Jim eluded justice for nearly 2 decades. In 1992, a judge dismissed federal charges that Jim violated interstate commerce laws by arranging his wife's assassination. Special agents from the FBI had pinpointed long-distance calls from Georgia to Jim's Palm Beach mansion shortly before and after the murder, but his defense attorneys successfully argued that investigators could not prove he was actually on the line. 2 years later, Lita's parents, Emery and Joanne McClinton, won a wrongful death lawsuit against Jim that was overturned and reinstated on appeal, but he never paid the $4 million in damages. Then in 1998, the girlfriend of a North Carolina man, Philip Anthony "Tony" Harwood, met with investigators and told them he accepted $25,000 from Jim to kill Lita. The same year, authorities arrested Harwood and charged him with murder. Jim fled the country to Thailand, where he was apprehended in 2002. A year later, Harwood pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter in exchange for his testimony against Jim. In 2006, an Atlanta jury convicted Jim for murdering Lita. He was sentenced to life without parole.